I was like 12, bored at my place, walking around doing my thing when I hear from my brother's room. This game and the series will always have a special place in my heart. Does anyone else remember?
Resident Evil 4.
The beginning of the game starts off like this. You're dropped off alone and you get to walk around and talk to the local villagers.
Sir?
Unfortunately, they're not one too happy to see you.
Carajo estás haciendo aquí? Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Then you make your way towards the village. This area, man, I know a lot of people that got stuck on just this area alone, and it's literally the first area of the game. And, I mean, everybody knows it because of this scene right here.
Vayan por detrás.
Who are these people? Chainsaw.
Shit. Te voy a matar.
Son of a...
Later! Oh, man, and we got the chainsaw. My boy coming in hot. El Salvador, I think his name is. Please! Oh my god.
Tenemos que irnos. Lord Sattler.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
The game was drastically different from its predecessors. Gone are the days of fixed camera angles. Gone are the days of the tiny 8-piece inventory where you have to diligently choose what to take with you and what to not. Instead, we have this third-person perspective with a little laser to aim with, along with this cool, innovative suitcase of a Tetris game. Dude, and the controls, they're not free at all. The controls still feel like tank controls. You could barely even move even if you wanted to. You have to... But I mean, it's made that way for a reason. I mean, think about it. Where would the suspense be if you could just do judo flips and roll around everywhere? You're trying to save the president's daughter while zombies go burr. Alright, just kidding, but the lore here isn't that thick. You play as Leon, the same one from Resident Evil 2. This dude right here. There's some Spanish cops here that are there for moral support that will totally be important to the gameplay and story later on. And you are tasked to save this girl, while these guys are the Ganados. They are being infected by a parasite called Las Plagas. This thing right here. And then this guy is looking to take over the world with the bugs and, you know, typical shenanigans of the vile variety. Oh, and then Ada is running around for Wesker. More on that never. Are you serious? No.
Why are you...
It makes me feel better. Let's just leave it at that.
Yes. The game is split up into 3 sections. There's the village, castle, and island. This area has it all, man. It has the vibe, the color, the bosses in the area are some of the best. Oh man, and this is where you find Luis, my boy, in this sick cabin sequence, you know the one. By the way, did you know if you keep shooting Luis in the cabin, he gets tired of you and just blasts you?
Adios, Leon.
This area is most likely my favorite, probably because I played it the most. There are a couple of runs that I stopped short right after the village. Speaking of which, the castle here has grown on me over the years, man. I remember hating this section as a kid, but as I got older, the last area is probably the one I hate the most. It's got some cool lighting, it's always dark outside, which helps with the atmosphere, and the sick, eerie, empty corridors are the best. The enemies here are the cultists. They are also being controlled by Las Plagas, as with all the enemies in the game. But these guys are coming at you with medieval Dude, side note, I played this game again for the video, and man, I got messed up in this labyrinth. Dude, these dogs were eating me left, right, and center. Ooh, this is a bit of a doozy. This one hits a little different. Then you start going Bonko Sicko mode. You start going action movie 90 star. And it's honestly the best. You're now going up against dudes with even bigger guns and electric rods and funny looking helmets and grenades. Then there's this crazy chase sequence where you have to run away from a tractor, where the guys are literally just briskly jogging towards it. You might as well have just freaking ran. But the area is not all bad. That's one of my favorite bosses and one of the scariest enemies in the game. This is some serious nightmare fuel, man. The very first run through the game, I literally put the controller down and stopped playing. Look at them. Oh man, and you know they're there because of their freaking breathing. They're just breathing, bro. Dude, there are a bunch of iconic boss fights, and for the sake of not being here all day, I'll just talk about some of my favorites. El Gigante is one of my all-time favorite boss fights. This guy shows up a couple times, but the first 2 appearances of his are probably my favorite. You straight up fight him in a 1v1 arena where it's just you, this man, and your little pea shooter. But after a while of, you know, smoking the fade and slicing up his little bug on his back, you get this little good puppy boy that shows up.
Hey, it's that dog.
Oh man, and we can't forget about the
big cheese.
What?
This boss fight was great, dude. I remember staying up with my brother super late trying to finish this dude, and we just couldn't do it. Not even just the fight, but the quick time event leading to the fight. We just keep dying over and over and over again. I can't tell you how many times I've seen this little grab animation he does. You have to shoot the bubbly area under his waist. It looks kind of funny. Look at the thing. The first phase ends off with you cutting off his legs, and then he goes all nightmare on you and just keeps flying around on the posts. Oh yeah, and then there's also the right hand, the one that was really spooky.
Your right hand comes off?
This boss fight is spooky. This weird dark corridor you're walking around, seeing the door get slammed, all the way to the build up and reveal where you pull the lever and he just like goes without saying, one of the spookier ones. I took way too long to beat this boss the first time around. So this game is old. Like, 16 years old. And I can't deny that my nostalgia glasses are pretty shiny right now. But, I played this game again for the making of this video, and honestly, I still enjoyed the mess out of it. I don't know how much nostalgia is coming into play, but in my opinion, this is a great game. So if you haven't played it yet and managed to stumble upon this video, try it out. It's a great time. Trust me.
So, after you take me back to my place, how about we do some, overtime?
Sorry.